Hey, what's up guys? I'm Alex and welcome back to RGB Setup Tour. This is the series that helps you find new RGB profiles and theme ideas. This is episode number 3, and if you guys would like to watch me continue this series, you can check in the description below to see how to submit your own setup. So let's go ahead and get started. This first setup comes to us from user Lagging. He's created an awesome all-white setup. The keyboard he's using here is a Corsair K95 Platinum, and to match the white theme, he changed the keycaps to Hyperx white pudding keycaps. I really wish that Corsair keyboards had a standard bottom row for those pudding keycaps, or if there was a set available made by Corsair, I would definitely buy them. His mouse is the Corsair M65 Elite in white, and the mousepad is the Corsair Extended Mousepad. Moving over to his PC, he's using the Corsair 220T High Airflow Mid-Tower in white. I'm actually a really big fan of this case, and I've built in it a few times. It looks really clean, and it's actually really easy to work with. It's a pretty good choice. I'll also leave a link in the description below for a build guide that I made using that case if you guys are interested in checking that out. Continuing the all-white theme with white cables, white Corsair LL RGB fans, white Corsair Vengeance Pro RGB RAM, and the white Corsair H100i Platinum CPU cooler, also known as their special edition cooler. The profile he's using to match his setup is called White Frost, and the entire setup is super clean. Great work, dude, and thanks for sharing with us. Let's go ahead and move on to the next setup. This second setup comes to us from user Axon. He's currently only using one Corsair peripheral, and that's the Corsair K95 RGB keyboard with white keycaps. However, his awesome water-cooled PC makes up for the lack of sweet Corsair RGB peripherals. Inside the massive Lian V3000 case, he is using Corsair LL RGB fans and Corsair LED strips. He also did an awesome job with the custom tubing. I mean, that bend coming up from the graphics card is especially impressive. I see he's using some custom cables from Cable Mods, which is a pretty nice touch. The RGB profile he's using here is called Starfall, and there's not much else to say other than you did a really good job, man. Awesome setup, and thanks for sharing. This last but definitely not least setup comes from user Spud. He calls this his Fire and Ice gaming setup, and I can tell you for sure that this is a fire setup. This is using one of my latest RGB profiles called Icefire, and it looks amazing on this setup. I especially like those matching wallpapers. I'm actually an enormous fan of matching wallpapers. I think it always helps create a better overall look. The keyboard he is using is the Corsair K70 Mark II Special Edition. The mouse is the Corsair M65 Elite in white, and the mousepad is the Corsair Polaris RGB. Hanging from his monitor is a Corsair Void Pro wireless headset. The case he's using here is a Corsair 570X Crystal Edition. It's a beautiful case, and it's certainly a good choice. Inside are the Corsair LL RGB fans, Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro RAM in white, Corsair LED strips, and a Corsair H150i Pro RGB cooler. He's also included some white cable extensions to match the overall white theme. If we zoom out a bit further, we'll find an enormous TV and some League of Legends collectibles. Also, this photo of the Nintendo Switch with the Icefire colors in the background looks super cool. This is seriously an awesome setup, dude, and thanks so much for taking the time to share this with us and taking really professional looking pictures. If you guys enjoyed this series, make sure to keep sending me your setups. All of the information for how to properly submit your setups is in the description below, and I wouldn't be able to film these kind of videos without your help. Plus, I genuinely enjoy seeing the various setups that you guys have. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to be notified for future videos.